This is a maple whiskey oaked aged Imp Stout by Timmi Jenkins. I have some Imp Stout that needs to get reviewed, but I have been waiting for the weather to cool down. Imp Stout, I have the recipe also. Recipe is already up in the DrHans recipe book in the beer mail section for my patrons. And yeah, as usual, I will link to the stout glass and the childish opener. I'm rambling. Let's get this puppy into a glass. I'm DrHans and this is DrHans Brewery, my channel about beer and homebrewing. If you are interested in learning with me how to become better at beer and homebrewing, yeah, consider becoming a subscriber. Please help out by liking this video and of course share it. Here's today's brewery, Imp Stout 10.7%. It's a big bottle. I think this is bottled from the keg. I'm almost sure. Yep. Okay, label out. Thanks for the beer, Timmy. Try to pour it more aggressively. See if you can build up some head. And yeah, nice. I can smell it from here. It's a. It didn't pour like a thick oil, which I really enjoy with the Imp Stout, but we have a nice two-finger head. Yeah, some loose bubbles from me pouring it, but yeah, it's tighter below. You can see that. You can see through the beer. It's not pitch black, but it's very dark. It's a very good-looking beer, Timmy. And we have a beige head on it, and the head is sticking, and that's quite impressive because at 10.7%, it can be hard for beers to hold their head. And yeah, it's I do talk a lot about head, a good head, and we get some comments from that. But everyone likes a good head, don't they? Comment down below. Yes, this is a family channel. Maybe not a family channel after all. Yeah! Ah! Love some good head. Cheers!
Grapefruit vodka. Grapefruit.
It's not boozy. We have a one-finger head, so it's losing head. It should be boozy at 10.7%. It's not, and yeah, that's a plus. Because I don't really like the booziness. It has a quite subtle aroma to it. You get the stoutiness of it. Some coffee chocolate. But it's very subtle. Let's dive in. Cheers. Thanks, Timmy. Get some booziness there and some warmth going down. Really nice, clean fermented beer. Some of these can be very sweet. This is on the sweet side, but it's not like overly sweet, but it is sweet. Sweetness comes from both residual sugars that hasn't been fermented, and yeah, also it could be sugars that the yeast couldn't ferment, and like dextrin or lactose added. And we're gonna have a look at the recipe also, so you can try to replicate this beer if you want to. You can brew it at home. And as I said, recipe ordered up in the Patreon page. If you want some recipes for free, sign up my mailing list and you will get my ebook with 3 of my top recipes. Slightly boozy. I get chocolate. We're not like big maple syrup eaters here in Sweden, so maybe I don't have like a good reference for that. Just keeping it real, sorry. But it's sweet, it's not very thick. Yeah, this beer is a dangerous beer because at 10.7% and it doesn't taste like that at all. Really nice beer, Timmy. Let's dig into the recipe. So this was brewed 28th of February. So last day of February this year. Maple whiskey oaked Imp Stout. So this is like a typical 23 liters 5 gallon homebrewing batch, I'm guessing. And here I just have the recipe in weight and not in percentage, sorry about that. So he used 500 grams of pale Maris Otter, pale ale, Maris Otter malt, that's 5 kilos, 500 grams of carapils, 300 grams of wheat, a kilo of porridge oats, flaked oats there, 200 grams of dark caramel malt, 200 grams of Carafa 3, 500 grams of Crystal 60. Okay, and for the hops, and something more here on the grain side, 100 grams of Black Prince. I think it's gotta be like a black malt, something like that. Comment down below if you know. At 60 minutes he used 20 grams of Willamette, bittering obviously. He used 20 grams of Nugget at 15, 20 grams of Fuggles at 5 and 50 grams of Cascade at Flame Out. He used 150 grams of ground coffee, 50 minutes, and 500 grams of brown sugar and 500 grams of maltodextrin. Maltodextrin is sugar that yeast have hard to ferment. And in secondary he added a tincture, 1 liter 50% whiskey. It's still, as I said, it's not boozy. And to be honest, I don't enjoy whiskey. Yes, I want to enjoy whiskey because it's kind of cool, but yeah, I'm not cool. Sorry. I might get a hint of the whiskey when I try to focus on it. With that said, I do enjoy whiskey in other stuff, but not drinking it straight up. I've done like an amazing whiskey glaze for lamb. So yeah, whiskey's good, but I don't like to drink it. In here, yeah, it really works. Back to the tincture, sorry guys. 1 liter of 50% whiskey, 180 grams of maple syrup times 2. So that's 360, right? 500 grams of roasted cacao nibs and 100 grams of oak chips. I don't know how long they sat on the oak chips. Timmy, if you're watching this, please comment down below. Fill in the gaps in the recipe. The yeast, California Common, 2 packs of that, FG1028. Yeah, so it's finished out quite high, but this is an Imp Stout, and yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, sweet. Cheers. I will link to Timmi Jenkins down below. I don't think he ships abroad. He's based in UK. If he does ships abroad, yeah, I will come back to that in another video. But yeah, Tim is the UK hop dealer #1, so go and check him out. And I guess that's it. If you haven't already, consider becoming a subscriber, like the video, and yeah, share it. And yeah, cheers and thanks for watching. Thanks Timmy. DrHans out.